I'll send him the link now. Stand by. Oh, did he hear me? Yeah, there's two of them. Tell P I sent him the link. The hell did Kickstarter send me a notification on? Dice Throne. Yeah, I got my Deadpool already, and it was fucked up. Simon, you got everything, right? Okay.
Oh, hey, man. Welcome to this very special doubleheader of Expanding the Universe. I'm your host, Grace American Never Lived, the SRGBL double S. Joining me is the prize fighter. And guess what, folks? Prize fighting season is all year round, apparently. It's now
Damn right.
about to take over the tag team division, too, right?
Oh yeah, man. I got
Holy
so many tag teams in the works. This is what happens when you're in 10 tag teams.
I mean, everybody wants to tag team you, Mr. Simon, it appears.
Yeah, I know it's a problem.
This. We had a request for your image to have your shirt off. Now we got to put the shirt back on. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving
They
parts
have
here.
to listen, people are gonna have to start paying to get the shirt off, all right? I'm not just gonna give that away for free.
Only prizes coming soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna start only prizes.
Oh, too
Go
many
into my
folders, man. Too many folders.
Too many cooks.
All right.
don't
So
start. Don't
first thing
start
we're
with
gonna do
that.
is we're gonna take off Pride's pants and then put them back on.
Hell yeah.
A little ultra crepidarian action. Ultra crepidarian. All right. Let's see. Step one. Ponce. What?
Ads are everywhere.
Just making sure YouTube was live as well too. Which we're live on YouTube as well, folks.
What up,
YouTube, baby.
YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be taking Pride's pants off and then putting them back on. Stick around to see how you can win $1 million.
No, we're no. We're
1
not gonna.
million doll hairs.
Doll hairs.
$1 million hair.
Doll hairs.
Find out how you can win $1 billion Zimbabwe banknote, which I think current exchange rate is 80 cents American.
To what? Zimbabwe money? Is that what you said?
Our it's a running joke that we have because our LGS has a $1 billion Zimbabwe dollar in their cash register, and it's worth about 80 cents American.
No way.
Really?
No, for real. Yeah.
That's so funny. And we have jeans.
What the hell?
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot this part. The very trendy alternate art leg. You heard that, Schmidt?
What?
You cannot scream when you want something. All right, so stop screaming.
I don't scream.
You should hear him on Sunday night.
I want my Faction Wars team to get their stuff together as we're down to the line. My God.
I'm waiting for my last match.
Last time I checked, it was 13-13.
It is not 13-13 anymore.
Ooh, what is it?
We're down 4 points.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even worried about it.
You are way ahead of Constellation versus Higher Class, which is, I think, still 0-0.
So we had a layup. We had a literal layup.
Nope.
And we punted 0-2. Not 0-2, but Ravens, Blood, Cemetery, El Super Hombre, and the dice were on ice for the last dying breed, Mike Dippy.
Yeah.
General Manager John Calais told us very nicely that we would know all the steps, except for the tiebreaker matches. I mean, we've got sabotaged by this GM's favor.
Man, normally it's Schmidt doing the sabotaging.
I just don't think Clace knows what goes on. The
Yeah.
prize fighters. You like to think you'll never. Boom, 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 boom,
All right,
boom.
let me pull up the stat line. Do you want stat line first or gimmick first?
Speaking of getting nude, I am popping the sweater off. Hang on one second. Stat line, but give me a second.
All right, I'm waiting. I'm on lunch. I can wait all day.
Rocking my I Love Goth Mommy shirts.
You steal that from Aunt West?
No, it was actually a gift from Mr. Google Doc Stan.
Oh, nice.
Tell me about how this tag team came about.
Honestly, just a random idea. No, I was down at you were there when we came up with it because it was at Southern Fried. Me, Pride, and Chuggy were talking about tornado gimmicks, and Pride was like, "What would our tag team be named?" And I was like, "Well, obviously it would be called Pride Fighters."
Yeah.
And then that just was kind of the launching point to what would our gimmick be?
Yeah.
And then
What is the gimmick? Let's hear it.
All right, so the gimmick is gonna bring up my.
Because Schmidt properly vetted you before. He's got.
I did.
Yeah. I know. I just got to exit out of one thing and go into another.
What's the gimmick,
right,
Schmidt?
So... you said what's the gimmick, Schmidt?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he knew offhand. If he's just blowing smoke up my behind. What you got?
All right, so the gimmick is your strike, grapple, and submission are +2 for each spotlight you have in play, max 6.
Oh.
This seems super broken.
It's fine.
It seems like trio. I mean, you might have to get the instant +1 on this one. I think. Because Liger is a keyword, you get +1 to a skill.
Yeah.
RBD.
So
this one.
So
we were just playing off of. Well, we were just playing off of my gimmick and his gimmick because his gimmick is on Spotlight and mine's on Strike. So we were like, why don't we just put it on Spotlights?
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I like that. I honestly think it's too powerful. Just my initial reaction. It scales to be twice as strong as like RVD, right? Which is where you would want to be.
Yeah, which is great.
But then you could make it 3 times as strong as RVD by having way more keywords. You know, it seems really, really good. What's the stat line?
So the stat line is, let me just bring it up again. So the stat line is Tech 20. I'm just gonna give it to you in the order that we wrote it down.
All right.
So Tech 20, Agility 18, Power 16, Grapple 14, Strike 12, and Sub 10. So it's only boosting our bottom 3 skills.
I mean, if you're fully charged, it would be.
Hang on.
You would have 2 20s, 2 18s, and 2 16s.
Well, hang on one second. Robert just texted me.
Yeah, Robert's getting a big old next.
I know. So we have to amend the gimmick a little bit.
All right. I mean, we're gonna be amending the heck out of this thing. But okay.
Yeah, no. So it's your strike, grapple, and submission are +2 for each strike, grapple, and submission spotlight you have in play.
What's the difference?
You're not one spotlight doesn't boost all of the skills.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so when you have a strike spotlight in play, your strike gets +2. When you have a grapple spotlight in play, your grapple gets +2. And when you have a submission spotlight in play,
That's not. Hey, Mr. Hollywood.
So it's way less powerful than than just one spotlight in play. You get +2 to everything. I mean, if you want to leave it as it is, I won't be mad.
Well, I have a 1 on the screen.
Yay! My package is here. My package is here. My package is here. My package is here.
Speaking of Mr. Pollywood, did my package go out?
It's going out after Expanding Universe today. I gotta find the envelope in my office.
Oh boy. All right. So the way this would, your strike.
So your strike, grapple, and submission skills are +2 for each spotlight in play of that type. Of that move type.
Does that make sense? Your strike. How did you say the word? Your strike, grapple, and submission skills are +1 for each spotlight.
For each spotlight you have in play of that move type. I feel like that would be easier than just typing out your strike is +1 for each spotlight strike you have in play.
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, hey, Books. What's going on?
Oh, hey,
Tom?
bro.
What's going on?
All right. So, P, your strike skill,
Whoa.
grapple skill, or submission skill is +2 for each spotlight you have in play. So, for example, if you have
Of the chosen type.
Yeah, if you have resto
Well, no, of the type.
handshake in play, you get +2 to submission.
And this is a tornado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking at it as a single, so +1. So it's your 3 skills are +1 or +2 for each spotlight in play?
No,
It's
we have to
individual.
change it.
So like snap headbutt gives you +1 to strike. Resto potion gives you +2 to grapple.
Yeah, like rolling headlock
So
gives
is it
you
max
+2 to submission.
on all 3 skills?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that would be the max. So, like,
So
if I
if you
had.
have-
so if you had
Like, if you have
9
3
spotlights
subs
in
in
play
play and 1
of
grapple.
3 of each, which again, I feel like
Yeah.
every slot is a spotlight, right? Pretty much.
Not every spot is a spotlight.
I mean, you could, right? Except
Well,
one,
yeah,
two,
I mean,
three.
you could, but you would also be giving up a bunch of stops and card draw and stuff.
I mean, at minimum, though, it's 9 easy, 12 easy, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 16 through 18, 22 through 24. That has no detrimental change to your deck whatsoever. I don't know what the skill chart is, but you could have one on your weak skill in 13 through 15 if need be. After that, then you're going into territories of taking out importing cards. But at least minimum 12 without affecting deck balance.
I before power level, I don't know which seems more even just better, because I was gonna suggest that like your skill, the 3 skills, kind of like Liger style, or
So,
+1.
you
when
can have a
1.
potential +18 in play, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is +9.
Right.
And like, what is
It's-
Evilise? Evilise is +3.
+3 for 5 cards.
Well, but it would be like.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but I think it's a bit more fair since, like, I'm only boosting the strike skill if I have a strike spotlight in play. You know, like
Alright.
Resto Potion. Like if I get Resto Potion in play, I'm only getting a +2 for the grapple. That still leaves me a 10, and you know that's still that's just bumping basically my 6 to a 7.
So the thing with this thing would be like plus, like it's going back to singles, for example, a +9 territory is like unseen. Like what are the bonuses on? Like
Bottom three.
the bottom three.
Yeah, the bottom three.
Like for example, Terra
The
Skill
kicker-
gets maximum +4 for staircase. You know,
Well, what if we did? Well, what if we did that? What if it was max 4 instead of max 6? Because I'm just
I mean,
going off
that's
of tornado,
definitely
so everything is double.
I mean, that's definitely better. Like you get max of 6 in singles rather than
Yeah, because then like the highest my
Then,
because then I'm just boosting my if I have three spotlight subs in play, then it's a 10 to a 16. Or
because
I mean, like,
you got to
or no,
realize
10
you can
to a
almost
4.
lock your opponent out, so to speak, because the more you get in play, the higher your skills are going to be. Meaning, the higher you're going to win turn rolls, right? So you can essentially, if you keep going, and you get to this +9 category, you
The
almost
lowest-
have free will,
your
Like-
lowest turn rolls is 16 at that point.
right? Which is a
Well, my
50-50.
low. But that's what the but that's if we're staying at max 6. If it was max 14, then it would just be a 5 to a 7.
Because I don't know if what I was projecting was better or worse, but your strike, grapple, or submission is +1 for each spotlight you have in play, max
I
+3.
think
So it hit all
I
three.
think max +4 is good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, if your gimmick is when you have 6 cards in play, and it's +2 to your 5, 6, and 7, like that's really solid, bro. Like,
Well, but
for
I
sure.
still have to get.
So
Yeah, but it's. I feel well, but I mean, like I feel like it's. I still have to get of the chosen type. Like I could spend the entire game just throwing spotlight strikes and only boosting my strike. All right. Well, that was a weird argument in my head that I just made.
No,
So
I kind of know what you're saying.
Well, like I was saying, the more of these you have in play, the more theoretical turn rolls you're going to win, which means you can then start trying to chain these things out. Like you don't have to throw a finisher until you feel like you're at full power. And if you feel like your turn roll chances are going to be higher, because it will be obviously because you're going to have these cards in play, then you can almost wait. It's kind of like what happened when I used to play Mass Llama back when there was no cap on for turn rolls when its card stayed in play. Like if I got the finish strike in play, my skills would be +1, and all of a sudden I effectively couldn't lose a turn. Like yes, you can technically still lose a turn roll, but
I mean, Llama actually could lose a turn also.
Well, yeah.
It's a little different, but yeah,
Well,
I kind
with
of
a max, with a max 4, I would have 2 18s. I would have 2 16s and a 14.
So
So-
who's I pitched this before about Snake Pit. I pitched this to Snake Pit. I said, what if his 3 skills were +1 when you had a card in play? Like for example, like his power would be +1 if he had a grapple in play, tech +1 with strike, whatever, right? And
Well,
I
that's a new
remember
Snake Pit.
I remember Steve saying that would just be ridiculously too good, right? So now we're looking at it the same thing in tornado version. It can go double that. Like
Isn't that 10th anniversary Snake Pit though? If you have a
no,
strike
He's
in
the
play, you
10th
opposite.
anniversary's opponent in play,
Okay.
and it's more than you. It's not. I always thought that he said when your opponent has a sub in play, for example, it would be +1. It's when he has one more than you, which significantly dwindles that gimmick. But this one you're in control of and is not affected against the opponent. So +6 skills is, I mean, we're looking at right? If we go to max +4, which in singles there's no territory where someone gets +6 to their skills. So that is definitely tornado territory, almost.
I mean, what does Happy Birthday do? They're 3, right?
Yeah, they're 3.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But what were you saying? All 3 in play to get +3? I don't think that's good.
No. I was saying.
Well, no, that
on
was
a
how he
second.
typed it out. That's how he typed it out at first, and then Robert messaged me to amend it because it's your strike, grapple, and sub are +2 for each spotlight you have in play of that chosen of that move type, not chosen type.
What I was suggesting was if you have a spotlight in play, you're Liger, but you get 1, but you can do 3.
I mean, I think
So like,
I think if
your
we
strike,
just drop
grapple,
it from
submission skills are +1 for each spotlight you have in play, and submission. Max
max
3.
9?
No, max 3. So like, you can go.
Yeah, but it's +3 to it's 3 skills. So max 3 is 9 then.
Yeah, you can only increase. Yes.
That's very good. One
well, but you
spotlight.
I think max 4.
2 spot.
I think max 4 brought the power level down.
Yeah, I think it's
that,
yeah. I think it's.
If you keep
My version might be way stronger, right?
Your version was 100% strong. Like 1 gets 3, 2 gets 6, 3 gets 9. Super easy to do.
All right. Your strike, grapple, submission skills are +2 for each spotlight.
In fact, I think that's what you should go with. Just do it.
Just do it.
Max +4 is probably the right call. It's still very strong. Don't get me wrong. 6 cards in play for a +12 is real nice, but +6 would have been obscene to me at least.
Yeah, this gets you up to +12. The other one is +9, which would be 4.5, right? So
Yeah, just much less work.
Mine is easier to do.
I mean, yours is 3 for 9.
I just don't
this
know
is
if it's
6 for 12. It's double the work for 3 extra bonuses. I would take your consistency all day.
Your strike, grapple, or submission skills are +2 for each spotlight you have to play.
I mean, look,
Is there
yours is easier to do. Like yours is much simpler text. Like your 3 skills are +2, or I'm sorry, +1 for each spotlight and play, max +3. Like that's pretty clean, so to speak. I dig it. I think it's a very strong gimmick. I would be happy with
Oh God! So that means I can't print it if he's happy.
it.
Any faction logo?
No.
Your strike, grapple, or submission skills. I don't think there's a comma here. Are +2 for each spotlight you have in play of that move type. Is this end?
What?
Is this end your strike, grapple, and submission skills?
Yeah, it will be and strike, grapple, and submission.
Who's on the card?
Pride and pride. You got to drop the. You got to drop the one submission spotlight and play a knee stomp into a death drop.
What's the nice? What's the skill chart?
Tech, agility, power, grapple, strike, sub.
Okay, so he's got a perfect stat line.
Yeah.
Okay, so he would be affected if he chose to do like apply legal leverage or something. Got it. Or apply leverage. Like if he had a 5/6, then he can have like duck 1, take 1, and not feel bad about it, so to speak.
You guys and your stops.
Princess Anika should be says should be and, not or. In the gimmick.
Thank you, Mr. Nico.
I refuse to acknowledge until someone tells me who that is.
Nope.
How do you not know
Nope.
who that is?
It's still a mystery.
No,
I know who it is.
no one tell him.
No one tell Paul Marino.
We have anything else to work with you on, Simon? I had such a cool idea. I was cooking. I was percolating for the King of Strikes, man. I had some bad ideas.
Don't.
So I didn't know until today that Sam was going to be on, and apparently Sam doesn't remember the gimmick, and my notebook that has the gimmick written down in it is at my house, and I'm currently at work. So
I was thinking something crazy. I don't know if it was too
Dude,
good, but if you rolled,
we were
10.
listen. Me and Evie were ready to come on. We're ready to come on here and and just do it live with Sam because we just love coming up with gimmicks on
the
the
idea
spot.
I
That could
had,
be
I don't
awesome.
know if it was terrible.
Is
but
it not
it was like,
RVD plus 2 with Big and Shot in it? Oh.
I was thinking if you roll strike 10 times, your finish rolls are +3.
What the hell?
Like he hits the
Yes.
perfect game, you know. I don't know.
No, I think we were
That's
going for a keyword gimmick. I'm gonna have to when I get home. I'll have to look at the gimmick that
I
we
mean,
came up
maybe
with.
that's
The
a finish.
finishers are gross.
What if
that
that
we
was like
came
a
up with.
finisher, like the 300? I don't know what it would be called.
You need a finisher that's called the turkey, and the requirement is if you have rolled strike 3 times for your turn roll.
We have one. We have one called that.
Yes.
We have the
Yeah, I
turkey.
figured
we have
you
the
could have
seven,
some
we have the
fun.
7-10 split.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
want
we
a
thought of
shirt.
all
I
of
don't
this.
know. I kind of like shirtless prize fighter.
I don't know. It's I don't know.
What color shirt?
Who is the bull?
It would be black.
Nice.
Who's the bowler?
Big shot, Sam.
Big shot Sam.
He's the king of
Big
strikes.
Shot
baby.
Sam? Is that
Yeah,
a
big
whole
star. Well, it's
thing?
Big Star Sam, but yeah.
He's the king
Oh, yeah,
of
he's a-
strikes.
Oh yeah, he's a great bowler, man.
I just thought like the whole thing leading up to it was going to be an RVD ring. How much he loves him. All right.
That's what we thought. I still remember him taking you to crowd meter 5. Watching you botch all of those finish rolls was just amazing.
That was so depressing.
That was
I thought it was his day. Honestly, I really
Dude,
did.
me too. Should have gave it to him, man. Should have just been like you should have just been like, I've won enough. Here, you have one.
Never enough.
He would have beat me.
I need that 6th version of Press 1P. Everyone out here like
Man, I was one turn roll away twice, baby, for putting Commodore in the Hall of Fame.
Ryan Pierce out here giving it
Ryan
to
Pierce.
chiropractor.
Using Trey's deck, yeah.
Ryan Pierce has given away quite a few CACs.
Yes.
That's why he left Just Business, man. His heart was too big. All right. Folks, what do we got next?
People that
I'm waiting on the Flame Fighter. He should be joining us momentarily.
I can confirm after like especially Freecon. When I run Freecon, the amount of people that message me like, you should give this CAC to this person. I'm like, dude, I don't even know them. What do you mean?
Dude, I remember watching that at FreeCon, and I'm just like, man, you should have lost on crowd meter 1 to that 10.
Wild how that works.
Right.
Reno
Yes.
never goes down.
Yes, man.
Baby.
I thought we were gonna get another Dread Pirate, and then on the 3rd one he breaks out. I'm like, dude, come on. And he was running, and Strauss was running numero uno, and I hate numero uno.
Same.
Numero uno, pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hello.
There he is. Flame Fighter.
Ugh, this guy.
Did you clean the pit?
It's been
He got you in
cleaned.
handcuffs.
The pit has been cleaned and disinfected, and I don't know when we're gonna open it up again. But Cringe T and the Wolf Guardian are not allowed in there after the mess that they caused.
Yeah, they keep
But I
trying
want to
again.
know what the
Yeah.
heck happened.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Nope.
No.
Look, He's dodging bullets here. The one where
Just
they're taking out
just
these
know that it
kneecaps.
cost me a lot of money.
What I dodge?
No, one of the files. And I gotta see if for some reason I'm having no issue with the Zoom
Right?
app, but like general internet, I can't access Facebook Messenger right now. It's just infinitely loading.
Huh.
We're gonna try again. Flamefighter, how are you? Orlando or New York?
What?
Huh?
And why is it Orlando?
How did you teleport into the future?
Yeah. How'd that happen?
There was some teleporting. You were asking me how I was doing, and then suddenly talking about New York and Orlando.
That was wild.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I thought I was having a stroke there for a second.
Me too.
Do you
Okay.
That was weird.
smell toast?
No, I don't. Do you smell toast,
No.
Steve? Do you smell toast and rotten
Do you
egg?
smell toast?
No,
I smell gas.
I farted. That's why you smell gas.
Really? I thought it was just because I'm in my truck.
I mean, that could be.
My wife has the heat on a gajillion in this house right now.
Define a gajillion?
Simon,
What?
I was told to ask you if you wanted to play a triad. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god, Bombada's been trolling the chat about that.
Mhm.
That didn't come from Bombada. That came from Schmidt.
No, it didn't come from me. What the hell? You know what? I'm gonna torture.
The deuce?
I'm gonna torture all of you right now. Simon, you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Can I go?
So, guys, did you hear the Hulk has started recycling?
No, but I want to hear this.
He's really going green.
That's funny.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
The hidden threat. The hidden threat's mom laid some good pirate jokes on me the other day.
Oh.
Ready? What do you call a pirate with 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 arms, and 2 eyes?
What?
Anybody?
No? I have no idea.
Nope.
An entire crew?
A rookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Solid.
hate it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about
I got
this?
jokes, man.
I
hate that so much.
I got one. How do eggs leave the room?
How do eggs leave in my shiza? I don't know.
They exit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Anyone else in pain? Anyone else just in an incredible amount of pain right now?
I'm at work.
All right,
Does
we
that
are
count?
working.
From having, dude, same. I'm at work right now.
All right, tag team. I'm at work.
Everything's so all the stats and everything are in the Zoom chat, Steve.
All right, Flame Fighter. What's your power?
20.
Technique.
Boo.
18.
Agility.
14.
Oh, we were so close to running down the line.
Yeah.
Strike.
10.
Sub.
16.
Called it.
I'm gonna say 12.
Yeah.
What was the gimmick?
Well, there's 2 of them that we were thinking about.
Uh-huh.
Either at the start of the match, choose ladder, table, or steel chains. Whenever you roll agility, strike, or grapple for your turn roll, you may retrieve 1 card of the chosen name type from your discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
3 rolls?
I'm not huge on that one.
Uh-huh.
My God.
Whenever you hit a card with fire or union in the name, or a weapon card, draw a card and return a card from draw a card or return a card from your discard pile to your hand and bury a card in your hand.
Well,
That was a lot of ores.
That's a lot of ores.
Yeah, I also messed up.
Are we on a boat?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We were like one of these.
Reading the chat will it has everything listed.
When you say weapon, that's not really a thing, right?
Yeah. Do you mean like kendo stick or chair or
Yeah,
chair
you gotta
or
pick
light tube or
Yes,
baseball bat?
Yes.
Yes.
that's what I was thinking. It's like any weapon, realistically.
Well, you would have to put that in parentheses. Then you would have to be like kendo stick, steel chair, trash can, probably light tubes.
That is gonna caused quite a controversy on what is what.
On what is a weapon card and what isn't.
Well, maybe it does need to be codified.
All right,
Yeah, I
let's
feel like that would
see.
have to be codified.
I mean, for me, the weapons would be more like cards with disqualification in the text.
Oh my god.
That would be my.
Well, but that
So-
eliminates. That eliminates
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
So let me
because-
let me just
Yeah.
we're gonna revert
Whenever-
back to your first gimmick pitch. So I call table, and when I roll 50% of my rolls, I can take back almost effectively my whole deck from my discard pile to my hand
Table.
without choosing. He said name at the start of the match, choose strike. Sorry, table, ladder, or steel chain. When you
It's
roll
essentially
three
it's essentially a foreman's gimmick with added rolls to it.
So, but it's 3 rolls. So when I
Right.
roll 3 rolls, I can take whatever card I named to my hand. Seems good. Considering you can have a whole deck of certain cards.
And both of these were just more of a starting point.
Yeah. No.
Foreman is in the Twitch chat if needed more input as well.
What's Foreman's gimmick? When you hit a stop.
He's
He's a Blanco.
El Blanco, but
Yeah, but you
Isn't
have
it
to
what-
yeah,
choose.
but you gotta
well,
choose it. You gotta
yeah,
choose.
but you have to choose. You have to choose ladders.
Yeah, isn't it when you hit a stop, pick up a
table, I
table, ladder, or
think.
steel chain?
And
You hit a stop. You flip 2. Add 1 of those cards back to your hand of the name type. So Foreman plays tables mostly, more recently.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
so-
Foreman, but when you roll instead of when you stop a card.
I would say at a stop. Isn't it at a stop? Or am I crazy?
It's at a stop. I think. Hold on,
It's
let me-
hit-
I'm
I
gonna
thought
look
I
it up
How about
before.
we not speculate?
I'm
Smith?
going to.
Choose
I'm
one.
going to look it up
I'm
right
looking at
now.
it right now.
I thought it was
Okay.
hit the move type.
Choose
Yeah, that's
one: table, ladder, or steel chain. When you hit a card with that in the name, flip 2 cards, then add 1 stop from discard to hand.
Thank you. I'm not crazy. You guys, you're all hit a stop, recover a table card.
Not
Yo, do
crazy.
you know how good El Blanco would be if it was hit a stop, flip 2, take a strike?
would be insane.
I mean, yeah, real good.
It's almost like Press 1P would have been a 3-time world champion with it and go on to have the most dominant reign ever if somebody could hit a stop and then spam their finisher over and over again. It would be pretty good.
Any stop. Mine was max 10. This is 18 cards in your deck.
With a 7 seals, so we'll make it. Whenever you hit a card with, here's the easy way out. Whenever you hit a card with fire or union name, draw 1 card or add a card from discard pile to your hand. That's the easy way. The other one,
Very good.
That
I
would be
think-
good.
yeah, I don't know how many stops have fire in the name. A
Not
good
a
amount
lot.
of them. Suppressing
We got
fire.
the walk through the fire.
Pressing fire. Boss drops off the fire panades. I'm sure there's more.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking there was only like 3.
No, a lot of fire.
Pretzel
thinking
Wizard is
grapples with
kind of
fire.
like this, right? But he's only submission.
Cosmic fire punch of doom.
Doom, you
Not
say?
good for them, but yes. I don't know if that's that.
Doom.
I mean, the other one is if you roll, I don't know, I probably X or Y skill, pick up a table ladder or a steel chair. Seems all right.
I'm wondering how angry I should make people today in football, but I'm not going to.
For me, again, and Tim, we're open to discussion. I think if the team is the Union safety reps, Fire and Union seems more on
I
theme
agree on that.
than like if it's going for weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
thematically.
They're asking if America should be a keyword too. That's
Well-
coming from not
All right,
Slamilton.
folks, I'm going to throw my one political jab in here for the day. I'm going to hit my quota. Judging by the way we're slashing unions, I would say no, they do not get America in the name here. It's not gonna happen.
So
I don't think we're very pro-union these days. Maybe Canada.
I mean, I'm
They
pro
might be
union.
America.
I mean,
think- we
I
won't go too far off the
I'm
rails
literally
here.
at my
I don't know
union
why
job right now.
I don't know why anyone would not be pro-union. If
I was
like,
in-
unless you're like a huge business owner, you know.
I was
You know,
I'll
feel
say
like
it's my
every person
profession is
regular
literally trying to
person should be.
unionize.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? We're like, why wouldn't you want a community of people protecting your jobs and your rights? You know? Anyway, whenever you hit a card with fire or union's name, draw a card or add one card from the discard pile to your hand. This seems pretty solid, right?
Yeah, I like it.
I don't no
It's-
tricks.
Seems a little ahead of its time to try to codified weapons.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but I think thematically, you guys are the safety reps, right? So, like,
Right.
I mean, I guess there's the irony of like you're using
Using the
weapons.
contraband.
Yeah. Oh, and then we need flame fighter and
Flame fighter and foreman's.
Vampire Foreman.
there's only vampire hunter foreman, right?
Correct.
Yeah, currently.
There's Vampire Hunter, Foreman, and HR and Flame Fighter. I believe those are the only members of and Meeple.
Meeple.
Those are the only members of the universe that have comps in the game. For
We
now.
want
I mean, I'm
Jared
sure more will
Bridge.
join. We do. We need Jared Bridge. Listen, Pate needs to get his World Tag Shot with Jared Bridge that they won at PAX Unplugged.
Yep.
And Jared needs to continue his streak of putting no stops in his deck.
Man, he really carried Chris Pate.
Dude, that's the only reason they won.
It's really good to see a real up and comer just carrying.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice watching someone else other than Sean Loeb carry Pate to victory.
Why can't I find flame fight? Come on, people.
Ring of Fire deck, maybe? Actually, I may have it. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. Stand by. Because I did design it. Pictures.
Wow, I got one of the original sketches.
I have it. Stand by.
You have Vampire Hunter Foreman?
I have Flame Fighter. Let me see if I have Foreman.
Whenever you hit a card with fire and union name, draw one card, add a card from discard pile. I think this is pretty good.
I don't have Foreman. No, I don't have Foreman.
How many cards have Union in the name?
2, I think.
Not many.
Not many, though.
I'll give you Flame Fighter.
We need the Union Jack. That's actually a move. I know we have like the Union Arm Bender, leveling up the Union. Legendary American Sheep Union Break, but you can't play both.
I want to see a finisher called Respect the Union, Jack.
That's funny.
Flame Fighter logo in the chat, Steve.
Fire, dumpster fire drop, calling the fire brigade, rolling tire fire, spitfire chariot, fire potion, rapid fire bladder punches, gunfire, suppressive fire, inner fire, overwhelming fire, field of fire, fire one across the bow, can't play. Wall of fire, high on fire, boss drops the fire empanadas, Empire fires back, America fires back, fireman's carry, and I think
Cosmic Fire Potion or Cosmic Fire Punch.
Not on their 10.
I don't know. You might play it on your 10, right? Just pick up a card for free or draw one.
I've done crazier things in the past.
It's probably better than any other 15. No.
On your 10 as in the good skill or 10 as in the bad skill?
Bad skill.
On the bad skill, but as a dead
what's
stop.
the other one?
What?
What's the other skill? There's two skills that go with it.
14, yeah. I mean, it's
a 14 and a 10?
Yeah.
You may be inclined to do it. What's the 14?
Foreman saying, quote, I want a 25 through 27 Union series. I will pay for it.
Wow.
Look it up.
Money talks, baby. Bills to pay.
Let's go.
Slamilton saying, Fire Schmidt, is that a card? No.
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Oh, man.
must be nice. Wait, a 25, 26, 27 with Union in the name.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty nice.
The Union Fire Schmidt. Wow.
Wow.
Well, you
Wow.
are the Saboteur.
I was never in the Union.
Meeples on
One of
fully
the
Nah,
one
that's
of
gonna that's gonna come out of the
Union
Meeples
cards needs to have
dues fund.
Drew in the art.
Slamilton will play
One of
for
the
it
cards has
for
to have Drew
America.
on it, though.
There's got to be an American card in one of those three. All right, Foreman, do it.
Don't say Foreman, do it. Talk to Steve about it first.
I mean, like,
This guy out here dictating money and buy the cards. All of a sudden, he's going to buy 3 cards, and Steve's gonna be like, I didn't agree to that. Art first.
Art first, yeah. I did agree to it.
Man, I had this name on my card, and all of a sudden, it got printed, and it was a different name.
And then this is definitely gonna have the Unionverse faction logo down the corner.
Just like winning ticket, you got upgraded.
Oh man.
Still wanted the foil. You want to take for a minute, but sorry.
Making headlines is such a good name.
Headline of the era was perfectly fine. You just have a grudge against me. You took out the word of the era and put making.
But it wasn't the headline of the era. It should have had Cookie's portion.
I gotta agree with Steve on this one. I think making headlines is much better than headline of the era.
Headline of the era is an entrance card.
Yeah,
I think. I do apologize. I did not deliberately change it to screw him in any way, shape, or form. But I do. My opinion is this is better.
Universe.
Not to say that headline of the era would even be top 10 worst names by any means.
Universe logo in the chat.
We'll see if Press 1P has been being very kind to his local play group. Maybe we'll see a headline of the era. Press 1P treats group for dinner.
I've lost millions.
You have. I will give you that. I will give credit when credit is due. You have been very kind to your local play group.
Yes.
It makes me think you might have gotten like some news about being terminally ill or something. Maybe Scrooge visited you. I don't know.
Oh man.
I kid. Vampire Hunter.
Ron, you miss Pride Fighters, and we're working on the Union Safety Reps right now. And then we have one other competitor to work on. But I can't confirm I pulled a winning ticket in my mystery box.
Did you?
The competitor, yes, not the actual winning ticket thing.
boo.
And a bird too.
You should raffle that off immediately.
No, I actually want to use it. I want to play it. I'll raffle off.
I'm just saying.
I'll raffle off the bird that I just got.
Bird.
Boy.
Bird was
I misread Bird. I thought his finisher said when your opponent rolled that skill and was a lead, you need to search for it and immediately play it. And I almost went to six to midnight immediately, and then they read it. It was just during it. So
That's actually the play testing. That's how we play test. I put a card in front of P and I see how erect it makes him. And if there's no response, it's printable. You know.
It's funny.
How many times has he just broken out into that meme from Archer?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the meme, but I will look it up.
Please stop. I can only get so erect.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's like, stop drilling. You struck oil, buddy.
Yeah. So there was like a meme the other day where they were like trying to slander the guy Luigi, who's like on trial for the murder of
Manglione.
yeah. And they were like, he also did 10 porn films. And like the meme was like, we already like the guy. Stop trying to sell it. Whenever you hit a card with fire or union the name, draw one card or add one card from the discard pile. All right. So
Pretty good.
Pretzel Wizard is when you hit a shake or twist, draw one or pick up a submission, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say this is kind of on par with that. Right now you're getting any card. There are currently not many twists, stops, skull twists, maybe, right? He's not during your turn, is he?
No, he's any. Pretzel twist for the win, baby.
Okay, so then this is fine, I would say. We don't need you. Thank you. All right, this is the submission.
Yes.
What the hell?
Simon, did you agree to this?
Wait. Sorry, I'm driving. What's up?
You're in handcuffs.
I'm in
On your
handcuffs?
On your knees.
I probably consented to it.
All right, what's the name of this one?
Surprise safety inspection.
Finish name. What's your safe word? Anika
Full
with the
body
gems.
cavity search. Yeah.
We're not
All right,
the
what are we thinking
TSA.
this one does?
So I had two different options. It all depends on how you feel about
Save.
stop strikes.
All right,
Or,
that's option one.
Be right back.
So the first one I'm thinking, +3 to the 14, +2 to the 18. Stop any finish strike. If played as a stop, double these bonuses.
Next.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just no condition and then super good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. +8 to the 10, +6 to the 14. If your opponent hit a stop last turn, this card is also a lead. If played as a lead, look at your opponent's hand, choose 2 cards to discard.
Wow, that's a lot of text.
That's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words.
That can also be reduced. It doesn't. But that
Well, that's
second part's conditional, obviously.
Your sub is your most protected, right? Because you're a power 10. Because you're a power 10 grapple 12.
They're strike 10, so they're power 20, I think.
Yeah, power 20.
Tech,
I said
power 20,
that,
tech 18.
All right. I was just thinking, like, if that's too much text, you could also just add another bonus to it. Just make it like a straight bonus finish.
The theme on this one was
strong.
The reason why we were thinking like either a stop or can be played as a lead is the surprise aspect of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. I think it makes sense. What your submission is what?
Submission is 16.
And agility was.
And agility is 14.
I don't know. I'm just putting stuff down. Look at your opponent's hand, choose one card and discard it. If your opponent stopped your card last turn, discard is also a lead. Is that kind of like where we're at?
Yeah.
I don't think you need the condition of looking. It only looks at their hand. If they stopped you, I think it could always do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't get to hear your answer. What did you like better, New York or Florida?
They both had their charms. I'd like to go back to New York for Ground Zero.
Uh-huh.
I and with the weather, it was kind of hard to really enjoy the place as
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
much
that
as I
weather
could have.
sucks.
Yes, it dude.
And Florida, I've been to a few times. The store was great down there, though.
Yeah, good
Fantastic
crowd.
event.
Uh, I'll always take New York over Florida. I hate the heat.
Really?
Oh yeah, I hate the heat. I hate summer. I wish it was winter all year round.
Oh my goodness.
That's
A
not
lot of it was
You sound like my
being
wife.
being in New York reminded me of being in Chicago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Nah, I get that. It's kind
No,
of
I'm
like when
kidding.
it's
Yeah.
well not when that well no I
What's the
get
name of
that
this one?
where it's like when you're in a city it feels like you're in another city.
Yeah.
What's the name of this one?
The strike is going to be Union Strong Strike.
What you have for this?
Let's see. 5 to the 10, 5 to the 12, 3 to the 16. If you have at least one other card with Union in the name in play, this card is unstoppable.
Oh my god.
Which that
What the
is
hell?
definitely an optional thing. If this card is
Yeah.
stopped, it does not leave play as normal.
Plus
You're just
5.
and that's the strike.
That's the
Who wrote
strike.
these up? These are very ambitious people, I must say.
I did it as a
Jesus.
jumping point.
Yeah.
shooting for the moon, my friend.
Plus
I mean, I find just there's so much unstoppable hate now that like making finishes unstoppable is just kind of dangerous
Yeah.
at this
I don't know
point.
if I would go that far personally.
As well, no, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like everyone's now there's plenty of entrances now that just turn off cards being unstoppable. Also, I mean,
Well, but all that
you go to
really
a
does is just make it a regular match at the cost of your
Well, but-
entrance, you know?
Well, but at the same time, if you go like I can tell you from experience that if you go to like any CAC, most people are going to be running half crab at 27.
Yeah.
Just in case unstoppables.
I
there.
personally have never ran half grab ever.
Well, that and this is a tornado. I don't
Yeah.
know how many people have run half crab in their tornado decks.
I did for a hot minute, but then
Yeah.
I kind of just let the spectacle do its course. And if the
Yeah.
person just wants to continuously spam unstoppables, then I mean, it is what it is.
You said one union? I mean, that's definitely not doable to give it. I would say like maybe 5 union cards. I don't even know if that exists.
Yeah, I was about to
We'll
say,
have
I
to
think
get
you
that
need
down.
if you're going for a keyword trigger on the unstoppable, you need more than one.
And that's fair. That's
That's just too easy.
considering how many union cards there are, I'd probably say 4, maybe.
I don't even think there's 4 in existence right now. So
Right.
you'd have to
Yeah,
get
I
there.
don't
But
think so either.
I also think that +5, that's plus 13 divided by 2 is +6 in bonuses. It's pretty. You said if it gets stopped, it stays in play. I don't think it can be both. I think that would be like that would probably be the most broken thing. If stopped, you get
That's
plus
fair.
13 in bonuses in play.
That's more than long claw. I think it's +4 when it stays in play.
3 times as much. If you have 5 cards with union in the name.
Could make it an or. Either unstoppable or it stays in play.
I think stays in play gets like significantly less bonuses. I mean, again, conceptually, I like the idea of something called like Union Strong. If you have a lot of Union things,
I am not
name
married to
can't
the
be so.
idea of the stays in play, so I'm not.
I think the
huge-
stays in play is like way off the table if this is a powerful card because,
That's fine.
like for example,
with
the
those
long core gets
bonuses-
+4, right? This is
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking
fair.
about plus over 3 times that,
Yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly married to a lot of these ideas either.
I mean, thinking about like the fact that union cards will be able to pick this card up from discard pile too is really
yeah,
powerful stuff.
gross.
Like you won't get there now, but
Foreman saying you can always go for a finished stop, or perhaps you could go for a similar stop to the new Brian Cage version 2, where it takes 2 cards to stop it.
That's version 3.
Version 3.
it's version 3, and I think that's gonna stay very protective as that's Brian Cage's thing
that's
for now.
a crazy.
I hate it. I
Crazy
hate it so
concept.
much. I hate King Cage curls so much. And I dropped my phone.
This one is one of my favorite arts.
Slammed with paperwork.
That's a funny name.
Because we're slamming them onto that pile of paperwork.
That's really good.
So many safety violations.
Oh yeah.
Paperwork, one word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one word.
All right, let's see what Bizarro land finisher we're getting from here.
Bizarro.
Obviously, the numbers can change. It's no big deal.
Also your 28 picks up a card from discard pile when hit, so it's like not even dead text.
Right.
All right, so what was the idea here on the grapple?
6 to the 14, 2 to the 18.
3 20s?
Oh
my
God.
Like I
All
said,
right, what
these
else
are
we got? Yeah.
draw 3, look at your opponent's hand, choose 3 cards to discard.
And 3 20s? Oh man, somebody check
You're-
this guy.
you
I
are
think he's got a fever for me.
If I shoot high, it's negotiation. If I shoot high,
yeah,
they can
but-
you can
yeah.
come down to the middle.
Say
Yeah.
that's literally when you use the words shoot high
They go
to settle low.
Yeah.
He goes nuts.
I'm
Wow.
gonna put a during your turn on this gimmick real quick. Take note, everybody here. You keep
Bizarro.
aiming too high, yeah.
Nah, it's
Should have said 420s, man.
Right?
That's what it should have been.
That may have gotten through.
Yeah.
4.
3, not enough. 4,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Leia.
So the bonus
just a
you were
baseline.
looking at were what? Plus
I love
the
that art, though.
14 and you're 18, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, how can we make this work? For each card you have in play with Union. So you'd have 2 finishers that look at your opponent's hand.
Which we don't even have to do that either. That's perfectly fine.
I mean, Kaiser Wolf has 2, I think.
Well, they both strip cards from it.
Yeah.
Boy. What's your technique?
The technique is the 18.
Oh, I spelled technique right. Go me.
Yay.
Yay, finally.
For each card you have in play with Union name, look at your opponent's hand, choose 1 card and bury it.
I would be fine with that.
I think that's good. I think we need to not let this go Terra Skull world, but I thought the heat was just too high in my house, but it turns out it was just Flame Fighter's pitches. We're all in a fever dream here. Oh.
The man said, "Why not ask for the entire world?" I like the negotiating technique. Just go absolutely balls to the wall, and slowly reel it back. does something that's actually kind of fair and playable.
Yeah.
I tend to give.
I mean, you're
people
already
fair
getting a
play.
million triggers with the fire, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll take a close look at it. It doesn't seem that far off from Pretzel Wizard.
no.
For each card you haven't played with Union in the name, I'll get your opponent.
See, Tim, what you didn't do right was try and get a death choke with 310s,
Yeah.
with 320s.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Slamilton saying, "My next gimmick proposal: when you hit a card with America in the name, you win the game."
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Let's do that.
He needs a he needs a finish where it's like ice cream, you scream, but you have to make an eagle screech instead of screaming. That's right, baby.
What do they call the safety reps?
Union safety reps up.
Man, we need James Booker. Where has he been? I got too much James Booker stuff in the pipeline.
Well, you should have told me. I would have gotten him on. I'll grab him for in 2 weeks on the 20th.
No, I just see Jackie Bigfoot is still in the playtesting thing.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Safety reps.
Tim would get that.
Congratulations,
we
Tim.
want to.
You might have pitched the most egregious thing in 2025 so far.
Oh no.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Don't worry. Someone will top that.
I'm sure they will.
When P wins his
Eventually.
7th CAC, yeah.
Where'd he go, P? Oh, he wasn't here for that.
What?
Any of this. He stepped away.
Yeah, I think he was here for the first finish and then took off for a little bit.
I really love the slam with
dipped.
paperwork name. It's such a clever name.
I mean, he's probably reeling over the news coming over the wire about the Giants, so.
What happened with the Giants?
What happened with the Giants?
They're very close to sealing a deal with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Simon, I sent it to you.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
And I shared the news. I shared the news with Rose, and she sent me the middle finger.
He's not in favor of that.
She's a Giants fan.
God,
So she doesn't want that.
She don't like it.
I should message her more gifts of Jalen Hurts with the trophy.
Oh boy, Schmidt, you're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers signing with the Giants because he doesn't want to move.
Certain.
Probably.
Well, that's what happened with Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall went from the Giants to the Jets because he was like, I don't want to move.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave the New Jersey Giants for the New Jersey Jets.
What do you have next, Schmidt?
Alex,
the flame fighter.
The face card still needed the Union logo.
Oh, send me that.
I sent it. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat, Steve. I did it like
it's in the chat.
You gotta look at.
God.
You gotta look at the chat.
God, look at the chat, Steve. God.
Jeez, man. Who's in charge here?
The inmates are running the asylum here.
If only.
Because you're going to need the Union logo for the alt art as well.
There's an alt art?
There's an alt art flame fighter. Yeah.
Another flame fighter?
Oh crap!
Yeah,
I gotta get Dustin.
Just alt art.
I can't get rid. Chris, I can't get rid of this guy.
Hold on. Let me get him in here. Hold on. Where are you, Dustin? Dustin, hold on.
Primer. Hold on. We're holding on, man.
Primer, if you could join, let us know.
Pull over. I can't pull over any further.
Bro, literally.
I don't know if he's asleep or not. That's the thing.
God, I wish I was asleep right now.
If you can join, let us
Right?
know. Are we conducting a seance? No. I don't touch Ouija boards because I don't like them. Bad experiences.
He can't read.
I can read.
Yeah, my mom was able to work one of
Sure,
those
that's
Ouija
what they
boards
all
by
say.
herself.
I was elected to read, not to read. No, it's the other way. I was elected to lead, not to read.
Wow. Swinging a Schmidt.
Yeah.
I love the Union Verse logo that has the color scheme in the corner still for some reason.
You're at work. Okay, Brimer. I sent the Zoom to Dustin.
We might get Brimer?
No, Brimer's at work. It's a rare.
Boo.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this high quality logo over there. Submission and strike in the background.
That was given to me from the foreman. And P dropped. I think he's driving to East Rutherford right now and to bomb MetLife Stadium. Because if they decide to do that.
I wouldn't say that, Schmidt.
I know.
No.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's in jest, folks.
I mean, it would be an improvement.
It would be.
On MetLife. Place is kind of a...
All right.
Kind of
Brimer, can you do me a favor? If you have the information for the tag, can you DM it, message it to me?
Look, there's just proof right there. Schmidt not doing his thing.
What? What do you mean?
They're supposed to know all this stuff before they get on board.
Well, I'm waiting. Dustin would have been here.
So what does that mean? What does that have to do with that?
Dustin has everything.
No, that's perfect. Leave the logo just like that.
Right?
How many logos can we fit on a competitor? Let's find out.
How many did Just Business have?
Too many.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Far too many.
A tornado and 3 other competitors. Yeah. In all fairness, so you was talking about the bugs. I mean, like, once we have art, Foreman, we can talk about it. Once we have art for those 25 through 27, we'll talk about it.
What are we talking about?
The 25 through 27 that Foreman wants to do. Art first, baby.
And the Commanders have released Jonathan Allen. All right.
And my wife just shredded something she was working on for me. I deserve that.
She shredded it?
Because I sent her. This is how big a football fan Rose is. If I say boo about the Giants at all, I'll get retribution. I'll get payback. She'll get payback somehow. So she's printing out something for me right now, and she just threw it in the shredder at work.
Love it.
Fantastic.
And still don't know how my oldest son is a Cowboys fan. Still don't know.
Well, that's Butters. That's Butters' fault.
That's Butters. Yeah, that is Butters' fault.
Listen. Over here, as a member, since he is a member of Star Maker Productions, we are working real hard to undo the brainwashing. It's taking some time, though.
Fair enough. Hello to the 5 people that are watching right now on YouTube. Hello.
Dude, just be happy because Just be happy because Eddie Fury is really trying to make him a Golden Knights fan.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. Sam could be trying to brainwash him into being a Browns fan.
Ugh.
You mean Eddie
Yeah.
Fury presents the Star Maker Productions?
Shut up.
How are we getting there?
Nah,
Do you
it
have the
wasn't. It
keepers
was.
coming or no?
Dustin has seen it.
Come on, Messenger.
It wasn't the Dallas Cowboys starter jacket. It was a. It was either you had the Charlotte Hornets or something else.
Chicago Bulls. Oh, here
Even
he
my
is.
area, even in my area, we didn't really have too many people with bowls. I had one of Notre Dame.
I had a Notre Dame and a Celtics one. Dustin, good morning.
Hello, everybody.
I had a
Oh,
UNC
hey, man.
for a
Long time
while.
no see.
Yeah, sorry, I would have been up and able earlier. I just long night.
He
last
was
night.
asleep.
Well, I worked last night, so
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to.
it's a long night last night. Everybody wanted to be down on their machines and did not want to work. So
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and when the operator doesn't want to work, they will make you work. I swear.
And greater news for the Giants fans. Giants are reportedly re-signing Tommy DeVito.
Hell yeah. Tommy Cutlets, baby.
Tommy Cutlets. Jeez.
Tommy Cutlets.
we're
ZD
gonna-
is back on the menu at Giants Stadium.
We're gonna give New York Kirk Cousins.
I like that move, honestly.
I do too, because
could-
he's a liar.
Oh
we knew
man,
that. He
Simon,
said
even Mikey is feeling sorry for you.
What's up?
Mikey's saying, "I feel sorry for Simon Davner for adding Eddie Fury to his faction."
Did you
That's
add him?
It's an automatic win for Mikey, ain't it?
Yeah, he's still in the faction.
Dustin, you have all the info, right? Hey, why are you kicking me in the corner? The hell? The hell?
I have finish names.
You have skills and a gimmick?
I mean, I don't have a gimmick because we kind of spoke about that yesterday.
Okay.
More or less gonna let boss have at it.
Ooh.
And I
Famous
do
last
have
words.
skills.
Why am I getting? What did I do to you, Tim? Does this all go back to the baseball bat incident of 2021?
The one that I won?
Yes.
Have you guys known each other since 2012?
No. So back in 2021, we were playing in a P event online, and he was playing Sammy. I think I was playing Witches at the time.
What's
Or-
a P event?
The P Thursday night event before Paul took over.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And we were in what, top cut, like top 4, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and he hit me with a baseball bat. I got
And we
Brian in top 4? I don't
were
believe
in
it.
a lumberjack match too.
Yep. And I started cursing up a storm. Tim's like, "Yeah, bye, man." Like, okay, sorry.
What, because you hit him with a baseball bat?
He hit me with a
Sammy's
Sam-
baseball bat is an auto win in
Oh.
lumberjack.
Yeah.
Good.
I ended up winning that tournament and then getting my my rear end kicked by Perry in a hardcore title match.
Happens.
Oh, it does. All right. We have 30 minutes. Boost.
Getting the images.
All right.
Boys, this has been fun, but I I have to actually get out of my truck and mark something now. So I will talk to y'all later.
Later, Simon.
Bye,
Later.
man.
Bye,
See ya.
man.
It was about time Simon got to work.
Too many cooks. Oof, excuse me. Oh, you drank all my drink? Yeah, thank you. Good job, Leia. Yeah, I drank all my IC. Ooh. Oh, this is the other. That's Bison.
I don't know whose artwork that is, but that looks good.
That's Nuno, baby.
Well, if we're all done with my stuff, I do need to get going myself.
Okay.
Bye, man.
Bye, man.
Later, everyone.
Later.
Hey, man.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Flamefighter. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah. No problem.
Grand packs, wave duh. Oh, let's kill 2 birds right now and get Prime Light open.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to very quickly do Bison.
Yeah, logo's in the chat. You have all the info, right? Because he never sent me anything. I assume he said. Okay. That's Tim. Go ahead and heckle. It's fine. Works. Too many cooks. I don't know why it's in my head right now.
What is that?
You ever seen? I'll send you the video so you watch it after.
I won't watch it.
Yeah, I know you probably won't. Primelight's getting updated?
No, Schmid.
Oh.
He's not.
Oh, okay. I know what's that. Okay, never mind. Disregard. Luger going into the Hall of Fame. Awesome.
Who's that?
Lex Luger is going to the WWE Hall of Fame with the natural disasters.
He's not in the Hall of Fame already?
Luger's not a Hall of Famer yet, no.
I was so glad to hear the natural disasters going into the Hall of Fame.
Yep. Saw that yesterday. I was very happy.
If anything, John Tenta really deserved it.
Yep.
One of the most underrated rivalries with Hulk Hogan.
Suplex City, baby.
You think we'll ever see Lesnar again in the WWE ring?
Maybe. Weirder things have happened.
if Vince actually does start this other company, maybe we will.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that guy.
Specimen.
It's missing something, though. It's missing something on his chest.
What?
It's a joke.
No, why is my logo big again? I just shrunk it.
I don't know.
When Brock Lesnar was a Super Show character,
Mm-hmm.
his gimmick was, I think when your opponent hit a strike, your submission was +3 until the next turn or something like that.
Oh.
During your turn, when you hit a card with suplex in the name, you play an additional card this turn. German suplex is also card number 2, 5, and 11.
Oh man,
Ex-
I would play this so much just so I could try to hit a 2, 5, and 11.
Yep. Back to back to back. There's a lot of good suplexes out there now too, so let's see.
The Zoom always has these random pop-ups that are like super frustrating to navigate as they cover some of my screen on Photoshop. How do I move this?
I don't know.
Let's see. That'll help.
This will definitely be one I pick up. 2 German suplexes in a row. I cannot wait to do that. Bury card, bury a card, bury a card.
Ooh, what is the? Is there a German suplex that's the stat boost?
German,
Yeah,
rolling German suplex at 17.
That does not count for this.
No.
That'd have been kind of neat.
I mean, so the gimmick says if you have it says German suplex, not if German suplex is in the name. But you can play another card right after. Like,
yeah.
There are right now release German suplex, rolling German suplex, Release. Yeah. So there's 3 German suplexes, and then suplex. We have
I wonder if it should be a German suplex.
what for the gimmick?
Yeah.
No, because there's only 3.
But you can play 5.
Yeah.
Or 6 if you get the 5 and 11.
Oh, T-bone suplex, swinging suplex, tiger suplex, jumping suplex, which you'll never play those over the German. This is triple dangerous suplex, which will work for him, right? He's power 10, right?
Strike 10.
He's straight 10, okay.
No, he's power 10.
Power 10, sorry.
Yeah, so
I just seen it from earlier.
it would work in book matches at power 7. Inverted suplex at 20. Snapdragon suplex, which I think is probably one of the better cards in the game. Exploder. Excuse me. I'm omitting the 8s. Rolling suplex at 23. Cosmic suplex at 17. Taunting impact suplex at 26. All American suplex. Belly to belly. Suplex on the ropes. Suplex slam. Blindside suplex, which is he a colossal?
Mm-hmm.
Which he can run. Suplex out of the ring. Super kick suplex. Yeah, there's plenty of suplexes here, folks. Dragon suplex. Wow. Yeah. Be right back.
Man, they really did Brock Lesnar pretty solid, right? I mean, after making him beat the Undertaker, go on to just squash Cena and become like unstoppable.
Well, if he would have beat Undertaker, right, then turn around and just like go toe to toe and lose to Cena,
Would have been terrible.
would have been bad. It'd have been a bad look on the Undertaker. Like it would have made his whole entire streak mean nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
You want somebody of that caliber to look as monstrous and as powerful as possible. Like,
Beat down. 2 agility, 2 strike, and opponent randomly varies 1 card in half for each card you play. Suplex in the name. Huh. Pretty good.
yeah,
Y'all are so quiet.
I'm still trying to wake up, boss.
Brutal F5, 3 to attack, 2 agility, 1 to grapple. That's pretty good bonus.
Boss, I always thought it was pretty cool to have that little bit of a design in the text box.
Those little Cajun stuff.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Excuse me. Brutal Kimura lock.
Form lock.
Abominational armor. Yes. Yeah, definitely want this one when it comes out.
Yeah, I think this would be somebody that I'd pick up and play too,
Yep.
just so I could try to get the suplex play off.
The back-to-back German suplexes. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Or German into a rolling into the grapple finish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, hit the German, the make them bury, hit the finish, count the German that you just hit and make them bury.
Chugga. Cyclone suplex would give McHugh a trigger. I don't know if that's bad. 5 to an 8, 6 to an 8.
And you can play a
Right?
card
Should he
out.
be able to do that? Yeah.
You should be able to do it. Yeah, I think so. Cyclone suplex. Yeah, you can play an additional card this turn.
It's kind of cool, right?
If
Yeah.
if you got the bonuses with nothing else, and then you add the
Keyword.
keyword trigger to it.
This is a definite pickup as soon as I can for this competitor. As soon as he comes out.
Oh man,
I can't wait.
I'm wait. I think that would be a pretty fun. If you hit the grapple finish, that allows you to play another card and then right into the schoolboy.
It's funny.
Or backslide.
That's funny because like you go from like this savage beat down into a schoolboy. It's just a funny.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like a funny visual. Imagine Lesnar winning a match like that, just pulverizing somebody. They kick out and then they like roll you up. All right, so Keepers of the Light. We got the logo in the chat.
I will put it in the chat one more time. So
is it in the chat?
It should be. If not, I will put it in. Nope, it does
I
not.
did not see it.
It is not. I'm putting it in now. Give me a moment.
This was the botch one, which I think is pretty hilarious.
Boss, I ain't gonna lie. If that was the finish, I wouldn't be upset.
in the chat, Steve. Oh, excuse me. Man, I'm tired.
Is there a mission faction logo too?
Yes, there is. Give me a moment.
Schmidt, what time do you have to go?
We can do what we by 2:10, but we can do what we did yesterday. I can let you cook, and I'll be back by like 2:30. That's easy enough. I just have.
I like how my dad's got the mission logo shirt on. If I was to look at it and say, "Are you part of the mission?" he would have no idea what the mission is.
All right, it's in chat, Steve.
Like I know I saw the Keepers of the Light logo.
I just sent. It's in the
Like
chat.
why is it so far down? Why is it not the last thing I saved?
Maybe it's the file. Did you change the file name?
Makes no sense.
Bless.
Thank you.
Sancho.
I did get a new Hollow King in my Grand Packs, so
I love
that.
my Hollow King deck.
I got a John Lee Wong, an RJ Bombshell, Foxworthy, and a Google Docs Don in my Grand Packs.
I'm not going to say much about the new Hollow King.
The what?
Oh, he messed you up, huh?
I said I'm not going to say too much about the new Hollow King.
He messed you up. It's funny. I played it against Matt Hess, and he was just like, "This is so broken." Which I don't think I go that far, but it's just funny how like the reactions to certain things are so different from like what other people feel. Like somebody like, "This is terrible," and then somebody else looks at this and is like, "You shut off my 7 seals," and like, it's like people's view of what's good and bad is so skewed. That's why the spider chats must be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of smoke coming out of the tops of their heads when they're talking to each other about some of these cards.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work as I would like it to.
Let's hear it.
I'm more of a shower.
Not a grower.
Boss.
Yeah.
So the question is are we, which I highly doubt because we've talked about this before, but are me and Bram are going to be able to get our logo on this tag team?
I don't know what they do, so depends really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, typically tag teams do have the logos, right?
Yes. However, my strike finish is the only finish that would probably be played.
Is that the one, the follow-up stop thingy?
No, it's if you roll a 12 or greater, they can't break out.
Oh yeah, then that probably not. I mean, you might have to get the cheetah treatment where it's like double these values. What? Was this the right size the whole time and I'm just stupid? Yeah, pretty much. All right, here's my idea. Let's see if it's a good one.
That's two good looking fellas right there, I tell you what.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he actually looked just like you guys.
Yeah, this artist did a really good job of capturing this.
What do you think about like the black background to go with like the Keepers of the Light stuff? And then the color for the characters, or do you like it better just full color?
Be honest with you, boss, I like either way. I think the black background is good.
Who's got bigger biceps, you or Brian?
Probably me.
Man, what a humble dude. Said probably. That's a teammate.
I'm stronger physically. He's definitely stronger mentally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want to peel back the curtain too much about such a big old dude, but he's a very good guy, Mr. Bradley.
Oh,
As
yeah.
are you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. If we wouldn't been able to hang out with Brimer so much, I don't know what would happen to me. Every Monday night for years, we would get together at Brimer's house and have board game night, or we'd go watch Raw or go watch football. And every Monday night, he was still living at home. We'd go there, and his parents they would have a feast set out for anybody who showed up. And if you ask for anything, they're all good people. But there was many nights where it was just me and him hanging out, watching football, watching Raw, playing games or whatever.
Who's your team?
I don't necessarily have a team, but I guess if I did have to pick one, I'd pick the homebody, so I'd be Atlanta.
Nice.
I got spoiled on playing fantasy football, so I don't have a favorite team as much as I have
favorite players.
favorite players as I'm playing throughout the year. But that's good because then
that was one of the things I didn't
hurt,
like about fantasy football too much. Where I was like, it's hard because I got root against my own preferences sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, it made it to where I didn't watch for just my team. I was watching every football, and it kind of rekindled a lot of my love for football too.
That's true. I could see that for sure.
Instead of focusing on one team and who they're playing, I was watching everybody. I was watching every team. Now, like I said, if I had to choose one, I'd have to choose the one closest to home, which would be Atlanta. I've been to a couple of Atlanta games, especially for baseball. Baseball for us is what we go to mostly. We have more friends who are baseball fans, but
what's funny for me about live baseball is it's such a cool experience, even though I do find a lot of it's boring, but there is something about live baseball that's just awesome.
Yeah, well, being there is a lot different than sitting there watching it. If I'm watching it on TV, I definitely want it to be like the background thing. I'm not sitting there focusing on it. But when I'm there at the game,
I like every single one, right?
When I'm there at the game, it's a lot different. I'm sitting there I'm watching every play, I'm watching every movement because it's so expanded around, and I get my point of view off of that. Especially we try to sit towards the outfield. That way we can catch one of them random home runs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a lot of fun. And SunTrust, now Truist Park, is really nice. Was able to go when it was first built, and it's still just as nice now. So it's always a good time when we go up there. We always make a whole day out of it too.
I'm seeing if I could just get a little more logo visibility here. What do you want this logo? I was thinking here. Come on, man. What's going on here? I don't really want to cover the flexing. I guess I could go smaller, right?
Can you go right up under the arm?
Which one?
Oh, you're gonna put it on.
You tell me where.
Side. That left side's fine. Right above the skills is fine.
Anything that you try that don't succeed, if you learn from it, it's not a failure.
Thank you, Bob Ross.
All right, what were we gonna do? We were gonna do something like when your cards would tag team in the text, right?
Yeah, I was thinking tag team text cards. You can and then you can choose what to do off of that. I like to make cards that you don't see normally get played be able to be good again and get played a lot.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Very rarely now do you see like people play blind tag or snap tag, and to be able to play those would be fun. And it's gimmickly.
Could it be
fits us.
just team? So then it would hit cards with like double team in the name. I don't know if that's.
Well, I was thinking tag or team.
Because I think if you did team, it would hit both, right? Am I wrong on that?
Well, there's some that say your tag partner.
Oh, it doesn't say tag team partner.
I don't think so. Let me look. I have a whole set of
Did
them.
Schmidt? Did he go? Blind. Your tag team partner. All right, what's the power?
20.
Obviously.
Tech.
The tech. I just sent it to Bomber. The tech is 12. Agility 10. Strike 18.
Okay.
Sub 14. And a grapple 16.
All right.
And it could work for just team because that does hit those other.
It hits like
random
things that
cards.
say like double team, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you would use it, but you might end on like super sidekick, right?
Yeah. And I think it'd be good to hit like the back smash where your tag
those
team
are
partner
kind of
draws
cool.
a card.
Yeah.
Or if it's a tag team match, draw a card or whatever the yeah.
Yeah, the
It would make for cards that are not seen a lot be used again.
I don't know if this is good. I'm just thinking when you hit a card with team and the text, your power, technique, and agility are +2 during the next turn roll, or if you did until the next turn, that would give you a 22, no 10, and no 14, which would mean you have a 1 in 3 chance of auto winning the next turn roll, right? Because if they roll a 10, they lose. If you roll a 22, you kind of win.
Well, boss, you know that I'm never going to complain if you want to raise my power up.
That's why I was thinking it gives you the power boost.
I mean, me and Brian are two big old boys too, so boosting that power is definitely on our agenda.
Card wise, 7, 8, 9. If you wanted 10, 11, 12, no 13 through 15, right? 16 through 18. '19 to 21, you have the weird ones. I don't know if you'd want that.
Yeah, I don't know about those either.
I don't know if it's until the I think I have an idea. I don't know if this works. Hold on. What's the one where if you roll a 12, it does something crazy? No, his card.
Oh, if my strike finish, if I roll a 12 or greater, you can't break out. That's for the finish roll.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just mentally put this here as the upgrade. I don't know if this makes it too good. When you hit a card with team in the text, your power, technique, agility are +2 until the end of the next turn roll. So if you, I'm trying to think if this makes it different, right? Because if I play, I don't know if it's that, I don't know if that does anything. So I was trying to make it where maybe it like helps your breakout, right? But I don't know if that makes sense. I think it might have to be to the end of the next turn. Would this do anything? So I play super sidekick. My power, technique, and agility are +2, and then we roll, and now it's gone. So it won't help me for breakouts or anything like that. All right, let's see that. Let's just work with the finishers. Then we'll go where to go.
That's fine with me, boss. Again, I'm gonna let you do you because I know you.
I don't
make us
so
right.
until the end.
If you did until the end of the next turn,
yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It would allow for our power to be better for a possible stop situation.
Yes.
Or if they hit a finish for some reason on that.
You get a 22. I mean, I'm not really too concerned about like a 14 and a 12 during the breakout. So I think until the end of the next turn would be good. But then you gotta.
It also you have a
22 on finishers, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be pretty good for us to hit that finish.
Which might be fine, right? Because it's only going to kill people at crowd meter 0, right? At crowd meter 1, it would kill them anyway in most cases. So I think
well, it's going to be very difficult anyhow on crowd meter 0 if you rolled your highest skill.
You get what I'm saying, though, right? Like you get a 22, a 23 at crowd meter 1 is like essentially the same. Obviously, there's ways around it.
Yes.
Did you want to use this one? Because I'll use this art for something else. The one with your dad and Brimer. Or, I mean, either way, I'm going to use one of them for something else. But if you want to use that as your finisher, we definitely could.
Well, boss, we can use it as my finisher. And if you want to use the opposite one for something else, it'd be fine.
All right, cool. What's the name of that other card? Because I don't know if we don't put the logos on it or we put some restriction.
My finish?
Yeah. The one that like if they roll 12, yeah.
The high noon?
Yeah. It's if your finish roll was what? What is it?
12 or greater.
And what's the bonuses on it?
It is where am I at? Something to my strike and then agility. Where is it? 2 to my agility, 3 to my strike.
That's still really good with them in general.
Yes. You could, boss, if you wanted to, you could just blank my finish strike, and if we had the other finishes available, because of course, Brimer's finishes would be really good in this because all of them have team in the name. And then I have a sub finish that has, if it's a tag team match as well.
Yeah, I see that.
And then of course we're getting 3 finishes here, so I have plenty of options.
I kind of feel like your guys like single finishers might be insane. Because like this one here, if you give it for the finish roll bonus, this would be a tag team match. So like this finisher right here would be +3/+3, and you may reroll your finish roll. And if your gimmick is on, you're getting +6/+6, with 2
Mhm.
shots at the kill. It might be crazy good. Uh,
My my sub finish would be pretty good in it too because it would triple. There's 3 to my grapple, 3 to the grapple.
TYTAN, right?
Yes. TYTAN.
Uh, Maybe I spelled it wrong. No. Do you have a nickname like Strongest Man in the LFF or something?
Oh, that may have been it. The LFF strongest player.
What's one of your finishers called? High Noon?
The High Noon. The You Let Us In. And As Thy Days Are.
All right, I will try to find your logo shortly. I don't know. First ball up. Grapple or what is one? Is this strike?
Yeah. I can't remember which one we had decided for which because they don't. None of them look like what they're supposed to look like. I guess it really doesn't matter. Um, the art for what finish. I figured that one would be the grapple, and the other 2 can be for either or because they neither one of them are look like a strike or look like a submission.
Mm-hmm. All right, names. Let's get that out of the way first.
So for
Submission.
the submission will be called the Titan Brimer Express because people tend to get me and him confused. Even our beloved GM has called Brimer Titan and has called me Brimer, and even made a reference to us as one person known as Dustin Brimer.
I thought you were gonna say your beloved wives.
No.
I don't know why. Do we have any effect for this?
No, again, boss, I was just gonna let you cook.
Um, that's 3/3 with a reroll.
Uh, boss, whenever you get back to
Mhm.
it, I did put my logo for you in the chat. That way you ain't gotta go hunting it down. I should have done that to begin with.
Maybe it's a sign to leave your logo off.
It could be. I mean, from the get go, when me and Brimer were talking about a tornado, we pretty much stated that we highly doubted that my finishes would be on the our tag team.
You have the one that can't be stopped by follow-ups. The
Yeah,
one that
if they roll
can't break out.
power,
What's the third one?
if it's a tag team match, I get a +3 to my agility, +3 to my grapple.
Instead.
Normally it's a +2, but if it's a tag team match, it's +3.
You would never use that, I don't think, over the mission statement.
I highly doubt it.
What is it called? High noon?
It's high noon.
High noon, one word or two words?
2 words.
This is so weird that like my downloading is not going in order right now.
Puts it in random places.
Try this again. Insane. There we go. So as written right now, this would give you your gimmick would go on.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be plus 6, 9, 11, 5. All right, this one is the strike. What's the name of this one?
This one is going to be called the best team ever. Emphasis on the B, the T, and the E.
I know the history. The best team ever.
Boss, is it possible you just call it best team ever instead of the best team ever?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it would fit a little better.
Are you guys beating on my tag team partner here?
I guess so. I didn't choose who we did the finishes to. I just said,
Wow, so the artist randomly picked the law, it looks like. It's pretty funny.
it is funny that he chose the law because that's the guy we follow.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Well, So the other one is +3/+3 with a reroll. Oh no, that would also. I'm wrong. Those would also do the effects. Yeah. Okay. So I was saying like this one's better than the other one because you don't get the bonus, but the other one does say team in the name. So yes,
It does have team in the name.
Yeah, yeah. What's this one called?
The mission trip. That finish is modeled after the heavy machines.
I love
And
those guys.
I thought that finish that they did was fantastic. It looked devastating because both of those guys are just two big dudes. And then
Yeah, no, that's cool. Hmm. You're actually catching the light who's been thrown off a very tall structure in that finisher.
so that was the finisher that the American Alpha used, where uh, Jason Jordan would throw the guy up, and Chad Gable would catch in the German suplex. Couldn't really find one where it looked a little more like it was thrown, but this looks good. I think this looks. It almost looks like we're throwing them behind us too. And
But in Canada, you're catching him. You're saving him from his
demise. Of course.
What's your agility?
I did model it after. My agility is it would be a 10. I did model it after, like I said, American Alpha. Chad Gable's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So, in and outside of the ring. Oh, boss, I don't know if you see the chat, but Browner asked, is there any update on the alt art legendary acknowledgement or the high impact knee chop?
I think they were both submitted. I set them up.
Perfect. Because that legendary acknowledgement will probably be going into all of my power decks.
So you have a 10 agility, so you have a really low chance of doing this. But if your gimmick is on and you roll a 12 and they roll a 10, I was thinking that you just kill them, right? You get three
Yeah.
20s, and
Yeah.
I thought that'd be kind of cool to just give a shot, It's hard to pull off, but who knows? Maybe you put leapfrog in, or like back by the rack. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off
They
chance.
counter punching.
You could,
that's
yeah,
not-
yeah. It depends
yeah,
like how all in you wanted to go.
yeah,
But I mean, still an 18 to a 19 is pretty good in tag because that's like a 20, right?
for
That's
sure.
like 18 to 9.
For sure.
All right, I'm gonna save this for now. And then I'm gonna go feed myself something nice and healthy here. This is the mission trip. I tell myself that it would make my life way easier. I don't know if it'd be confusing, but like if there was a setting where whenever I save the file, the next time I went to save a file, it would go to the folder that I previously saved in.
Yeah. We would just keep going
Here
in
it
the
like
same
saves now it saves to the folder that it was open to, right? So like now when I open the template, I gotta like go expand the universe, create a thing. Best ever. The only thing I want to check out is your grapple finish, what the bonuses it does compared to it. Is it like kill shots extraordinary or
No, it boosts on my character, it boosts my technique to 2 and my agility 2, which is 2 of my lower skills. Or I'm sorry, my technique is my 7. But on this
no, yeah.
competitor would be the 2 lowest skills.
Oh, so that seems fair.
Yeah, it would boost
You get
my
a
12
trade-off.
to a 14 and my agility to a 12.
All right, cool. Let's put this all down. Schmidt, is he back yet? All right. Let me see. It's under single cards.
And if possible, boss, can you send me these artworks because I have not gotten those yet.
I will do.
Oh, look at that handsome guy right there.
And then the knee chop.
Oh yeah, that looks fantastic. Yeah, Brahmer was super excited when you said if we could do the alt arts for those. He's like,
Yeah,
dude,
still looking for what? Cosmic Knee in the Rope, Alien Boot Drop, and we did Cosmic Sheep Elbow.
Yes.
All American Sheep Army. All right. Schmidt gonna come back and close this stream. Got a ton of stuff accomplished today.
Oh yeah. Thank you for having me
Good.
on again, boss.
No, I appreciate you making time. You know, we had a few trips that we missed expanding the universe, but we're getting back on track, clearing off those.
Well, boss, you know that I'm pretty patient as it goes. So I had no problem waiting. I also know that you tend to make it up to people who wait too.
I do my best.
Oh yeah.
I think they came out pretty dope. You know, I want to look at. I think you have a lot of triggers, but some of the cards are okay, right? Some of them are just not. You need like a hefty upsides to play like slam off the ring, you know?
Yeah. Well, I look at the buckshot driver, which would allow me to just add a card, and then it gets the gimmick as well, which is kind of neat. Now there's going to be some cards I don't play. Like I'm not going to play the Let It Ride just because it's got team in it, you know.
Right, Schmidt's on his way back. So let's say bye, man. Instead, 2 minutes, y'all gotta wait. Bye, man.
I mean,